All right, guys, welcome back. We're kind of rounding out the show here. We only got about 45 minutes left. So we're going to do something a little bit new. Something that's been happening recently is all the Starcraft 2 content, and it's kind of hard to keep up with it all. So over the next 20 minutes or so, we're going to just talk about stuff that's been going on and changes that have been happening that maybe you don't necessarily know about, that you should probably know about in a nice, concise, and clear manner.
It'll be short.
Yeah, it'll be very short, very clean. So to start things off, a patch is coming out soon, Nick. It's patch. What is it?
It's a zoom out patch.
Is that what we're calling it?
That's what I'll
the
call it.
official zoom out patch. There's a specific number. You can read about it on battle.net/SC2, but that's one of the big features. One of the big features is you're able to, there it is, patch 2.0.10. Now, what's important about this is they upgraded it, so if you're colorblind, this is actually the bottom asterisk there. It's much easier to see things, I guess, when you're placing buildings and stuff like that, among other things. So, really cool thing there. If you're a colorblind person, hooray for you. I think it makes things more clear in general as well. And zoom out, you can do that in the UI now. That'll be nice for spectators, for observers, I think. The color change for upgrades has actually changed, and this is actually funny because there was a thread on Reddit, and this guy literally just made up how he thought it should be. And then Blizzard the next week went ahead and did something similar, but obviously the message was clear that they wanted to change it. So if we jump to my screen really quick, you can actually see what the new upgrades look like. Is this helpful to you, Nick, do you think?
Yes, definitely.
I love it, man. I don't know.
Like, when you click on, for example, when you click on your opponent's team to see their upgrades,
Yeah.
with every race but Protoss, it's immediately obvious by the color of the upgrades what they have.
Yep.
And sometimes, of course, it has a number there, but when you're just clicking on it really fast, you can't always catch a number super quickly sometimes.
Yep.
It's much easier for spectating. If you're watching a stream on a lower resolution, the numbers are always blurry. So having clear and concise pictures, which has been true with all the races always, except for the Protoss ground upgrade. And that was always the one that was tricky. So nice of them to fix that.
And this patch is actually pretty massive as far as the amount of sheer content on it. There was something I read in there about the Colossus. Now when it's attacking from a long way away, you can't see it. Does that make sense?
Wait, what?
Does that make sense? Okay, so when
Okay, oh yeah, like a siege tank.
yeah,
You just get hit.
Right. So now it used to be where if a Colossus was attacking, you see it.
Yeah.
But now it's a change where you cannot see the Colossus if it's hitting from far away.
So it's just like any other long range unit, like
right.
a Tempest
So,
or a siege
but I
tank.
feel like that's fairly significant in a sense.
I mean, not the pro level.
No, you don't think so?
No, I mean, like,
Because
if you get shot by a Colossus, you're gonna know you get shot by a Colossus.
Yeah.
And you can tell where it is because of the direction you're being shot by.
Sure. So it's, I mean, as far as but you have to actually move forward to actually get vision. Like a siege tank
Well,
can't hit it, right?
I mean, the thing is the siege tank's different because its range is beyond the vision of most units.
Right.
But the Colossus range isn't.
Yeah.
There's only certain units that have reduced vision.
Yeah.
That would even apply to.
Yeah. I thought that was fairly interesting.
I think it's a cool change, but I don't think it's gonna
Okay.
actually change gameplay.
Fair enough. Improved replay scrubbing. So this is not a huge deal. It's just when you can now click the replays, which is pretty convenient for someone like you, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly. It won't be instant though because it can't.
Certainly.
Replay's not a video; it has to load it. But
yeah,
what they say, so I imagine, is normally the fastest you can fast forward is ×8. And the reason you can't do more than that is because your computer just can't process all the things that fast, right? The graphics it's not the CPU be the graphics, updating graphics at ×8 is really hard. So what it says that the screen will black out, pop up the minimap, and quickly fast forward. So I'm guessing it'll fast forward at faster than X8, kind of like if you do resume from or take command. If you recover game. If you do recover game mode, it has a black screen just as it's the loading bar.
Right.
It would be something like that, but much faster than trying to do X8 through the replay.
Yeah, and these patch notes were actually pretty extensive. Now apparently it hit in Australia, and then there were problems with it, so they're not hitting anywhere else just yet.
Yes.
So time check on that. Didn't they say like a couple days maybe?
Probably sooner than that, I'd imagine.
So we'll see.
They're pretty quick at fixing things.
But massive, there's literally a massive amount of notes. You can go check that out on Battle.net.
The zoom out's by far the biggest.
That zoom out is really cool. Like in Game Heart, you can kind of do that as far as zoom out and see more. It's now going to be doable in the UI of Blizzard.
Only for observers, not when you're playing, just for a spectator mode, or when you're watching a replay.
I'm really looking forward to that. Moving on, though, some interesting news that happened yesterday. Axiom and Grubby are teaming up for SC2 SL. Now, SC2, this is Starcraft 2 League. This is the league that's been casted by In Control and random guests. Team League type from replays. I think it's been from. Of course, how nowadays
Not sure.
it's
Yeah.
like ridiculously difficult to get people playing at a certain time anyway. But Axiom, someone just retired from Axiom, so a little bit smaller, but teaming up with Grubby, ST2L. How do you think they're gonna do there? Right now they're 1-0. I have the standings up on my screen.
Yeah, why don't you show the current standings?
Yeah, so like I feel like a lot of people don't know about this tournament. It is a team league, and it's broadcasted, I think, most nights actually.
I mean, Axiom Acer did very well in the GSTL.
That's the thing, yeah.
So like, in the GSTLs, you know, maybe not. I don't know if it's the toughest. Pro League might be the toughest, but it's definitely. Most people would say the teams in the GSTL are stronger than the teams here, even though teams here are very, very good. So I think Axiom Acer should have a good advantage, but the one thing to consider is that, yes, on paper, they're probably the strongest team there.
You think so?
Axiom? Or team Axiom Grubby or whatever. I think on paper they're definitely the strongest team there, but the thing to consider is that I don't know what server the game's gonna be played on.
Oh, that's very true.
Right, it's kind of like in WCS. You've been, you know, some people complain about that. If it's on America, there's not really a big deal from. I mean, there's still some latency, but it's not that bad from Korea to America.
Right.
But for example, if they're playing like Liquid has Europeans on their team. I think Dignitas is mostly Europeans, right? So if they're playing one of those teams, you know, what's going to happen, right?
Yeah, that's a really good point. Can go either way. But as it stands, it looks like Mouse Sports up on top 2-1.
Mouse is very good.
Yeah,
Mouse might even be.
good.
I don't know if he.
They got Lucifer and Vortex now. It's like, like again, it is very server dependent though. I think it might be.
I still think Axiom is the strongest on paper, but it's not a long shot. Like definitely, you know, Mouse Sports could definitely turn off and win.
So you guys definitely tune into that. Pretty cool team league going on. And we got new maps also. The Battle.net recently revealed the map pool for next season. I'm actually really excited about this. It seems like Blizzard is always they're always adjusting and changing. And I think we have some graphics for you based on that. But 3 new maps are DF Yeonsu. We have Crux Frost. Okay, here's DF Yeonsu. Now let's talk about this guy.
So this is one that they've I've seen pro games on it. I can't remember if it was Pro League or if it was earlier, if it was in GSL earlier. I think it was Pro League where I saw the games played. Lost a picture.
Where'd it go?
Where'd it go?
DF Yeonsu, I was just getting to know you, and then you disappear from me. No, but this map was actually introduced based off the new TL map contest.
Okay,
Remember
maybe that's what
they had the TL map
Frost
contest.
was the more.
Yes, Frost I think got first in that contest.
Okay, Frost got
this
first.
Is
we used it in MLG Anaheim. Frost is, we've seen that.
Now Yeonsu,
maybe I'm thinking of a similar map that I saw in Pro League because this looks very similar.
Spawn is bottom left, top right.
Yes.
The third, here's Crux Frost. I guess we can move on. Yeah, that's fine. Do you have any favorites, things you hate about any of these maps? What do you think about these being introduced into the pool?
Frost is just a pretty standard map. I mean, there's
the third is kind of far.
Yeah, there's nothing to hate or love about Frost, honestly.
Right.
It's just a basic map. I'll have to see more games. Yeonsu, I like the look of it. I like jungle maps.
Oh, so for you, it's more about design and stuff.
At this point, yeah. I mean, until you see a bunch of games on it. It's. I mean, you can kind of theorize how things will play, but you never know for sure until you see the pros play on it. So, but design-wise, I like jungle better than the winner. Winner's just kind of.
Hey, are you just gonna insta vetoes all these maps, or?
No. I've actually stopped vetoing maps on ladder.
What about? Do you think pro players will? Or won't?
Pro players will veto whatever maps aren't used in tournaments. They don't care if it's a bad map for them or a good map, or they hate or love it. They're just gonna veto the maps. That
I think it's pretty clear.
Blizzard
Blizzard is trying to encourage more of these new maps used in professional play.
So I mean, like for example, if these maps were in WCS, then you'd see the pro players, of course, not thumbs them down. But if they're not going to be in WCS, putting them in the ladder is not going to make pros. But it will make, you know, the Grandmaster players, the Master players, all those guys will still play it. So you're still going to see some good players playing it.
Of course, the last one we had was Polar Knight, and I think this was used in GSL, but a very interesting looking map here. 2 spawns, bottom and top. Snowy feel. I kind of like it. And there's 2 platforms in the middle there. So definitely a lot of clear attack paths on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side.
Yeah, you kind of wrap. The platforms are great to control those paths. Because there's like the edge pass, right?
Yep.
And there's a cool thing where the minerals form kind of a wall. But then once you mine
is that
those
what
out.
That is?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very cool. So
yeah. on the far
I don't know
left.
if y'all can tell, but
And maybe flip over to your screen.
yeah, come
once you get it
come over to my monitor here, and then we can see these
little bit
minerals
bigger.
on the left-hand side right here. They're kind of blocking these pathways along the side. Wow, that's really interesting. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, and those get opened up.
Wait, those are really minerals you can mine,
Yeah, it's like a base.
but they're kind of different from these over here.
I think they are.
You see?
That'd be my interpretation. Yeah, I
Maybe-
think it's just the
are you
angle.
Sure it's not just brush?
I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I don't know either.
No, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Well,
I don't
cool.
know.
Well, in any case,
hard to
that's
see
going to be
from
added to the map pool there. New maps. I like it,
Yep.
in my
So
personal opinion.
those are the new maps in the ladder.
Yep. Next up, I wanted to plug some community things that I saw that were actually either really funny or really adorable, or really cool. I saw this thread on Reddit yesterday, and I really love initiatives like this. It's actually, it made me smile a little bit. It's really cool when you see stuff like this. By Caspian G, he decided to go out and start his own tournament. Small, self-hosted, and casted tournament for fun. I think it's really cool, things like that. So guys, if you want, head on over to twitch.tv/TSCCARRE and show them your support. I like seeing stuff like this, and it looks like Stelly was the winner, and he got a free indie game. Really cool seeing stuff like this, and it looks like VODs are available. Caspian G, keep it up, man. Keep doing that stuff. And another one I saw that was pretty cool is this freaking thing. Nick, see, why don't you make this kind of stuff for me, man? Yesterday was my birthday. This is what my friends in the office made for me.
I'll make a better version.
Look at that, man.
You know why?
Why?
Because I'm gonna put whiskey in the cake.
Oh.
But really,
that's
I'll just not have the cake. I'll just have I'll come with a Starcraft whiskey drink.
that's I like it. But this is a really cool cake.
Yeah, no, this is actually way cooler.
Like, look at this thing, man.
Yeah,
I
probes,
wouldn't even
minerals,
want to eat it.
Nexus and gas.
So well done. Well done indeed. I
That was
like that stuff.
really intricate too.
Yeah. Really cool work by
The
whoever
Nexus
made that.
was very detailed.
Oh yeah, let me see who made that. The person who posted about it was M-Man-Rike. Shout out to you. Moving on. Did you watch WCS Korea last night?
I watched it this morning. Does that count?
Yes.
Well, I mean, technically it starts at 5 a.m. I
Right.
did not watch it at 5 a.m. I watched it at about 9 a.m. So I caught the VODs are very quick with GSO. Or maybe it was 10 a.m. I watched it. I don't know, whatever. 9 or 10
But
a.m.
did it take you a while to...
So I watched. So there was one semifinal last night. It was between
Yes,
Innovation
so to kind of clear it up,
and Morrow.
WCS Korea, there's
Yes.
4 players left. As of yesterday there were. Now there's 3 players left.
Yes.
One of the semifinals was last night. It was Innovation versus
The next
Morrow.
one is Thursday night or Friday morning, I think.
Yeah, definitely check
Yeah.
that out. But
Maybe it's Wednesday night.
WCS Korea is down to 4 players.
Yes.
Well, down to 3 now because we had a pretty big upset. A lot of people say.
Yeah, it was a pretty awesome series. I would encourage to check it out if you haven't yet. It's very fast. It's not gonna take much of your time. It's the fastest best of 7 I've ever seen.
Ever seen?
For sure. I think the entire best of 7 in gameplay StarCraft minutes, maybe like 25, maybe like 30 StarCraft. So really, the entire best of 7 was about 20 real-time minutes.
Yeah.
Of gameplay. Of course, it was really like an hour and a half or whatever. But it was about 20 minutes of gameplay. So very, very cool. A lot of aggressive play. A lot of very intricate micro.
Yeah.
Throughout a lot of those engagements and some really cool builds. So if you want to learn some new TVT builds, you want to get those ladder games done fast, go ahead and check out the best 7 between Innovation and Maru.
Maru is 15 years old. It's amazing.
I thought he's younger than that.
He might even be, well,
I think he's 15
it might be
in Korean.
Okay, 1997. You can do the math. July 28th.
That's 15.
It was his birthday.
Yeah, that's actually.
What's today? What's today?
The 30th, 28th.
Dude, it's
I don't know.
Maru Prime's. It was Maru Prime's birthday
Wow.
very recently. So
That's a
he
good
must
birthday
have
present.
just turned 14 or 15 or something.
Yeah.
And then he goes in 4-0's Innovation. So Maru's going to be in the finals, and he's going to play either who?
On the other side, it
had the
was
bracket up.
a Terran and a Protoss. It was
Rain and Bomber.
Yep, Rain and Bomber.
What do you think
Yeah.
happens? Does Maru beat either of them?
Honestly, I don't think so, but I wouldn't have thought it would be Innovation either.
What about Symbol? Symbol just...
I thought he'd beat Symbol. I honestly thought Symbol was, like, he's a great player, but I think in that list of 8 people,
Yeah.
I think he maybe was the weakest. I would have picked Innovation and Sulky as the 2 best
Yep.
in this group of people. And then third, I probably would have picked Bomber. Bomber's been looking really great right now.
Yes, Bomber is...
I think Bomber is the favorite to win a tournament. Have you seen Bomber went 4-0 in the group of death in the round of 16.
Yeah.
Or
3-0.
3-0, sorry.
He beat Innovation Flash and Byung.
I'm sorry. I said 4-0.
You're fine.
3-0 is oh, I thought 4-0 in maps. What's his map score?
Map score 6-1.
6-1. Okay, because I thought he went 2-2, but he lost the map 2. Who did he lose the map to? Was it Byung? Byung?
Bomber.
Yeah, he lost map to Byung, the first one up there.
Oh yeah, there it is. Yep.
Yeah, he 2-0'd both Innovation and Flash already, so
Yep.
his TVT is clearly very good. And he 2-1 Byung.
So
and then he 3-0'd first. And
so you're logically you're saying, all right, Bomber's gonna beat Rain, and then he'll.
I
deal
think
with
so. I mean, I do think
But
Rain.
Mario 4-0'd Innovation.
Yeah, I know but I feel like it's Bomber's time. Bomber has gotten like top 4 in so many tournaments.
Right.
It's his time to take down a big title because I think he's been waiting. Mario's got plenty of time. He doesn't need to win one yet.
Okay. It would be really cool though if he did.
Yeah, it would be cool.
Holy
But I
crap.
think it's Bomber. I don't think Rain. I don't think Rain will beat both of them. I just don't see it happening. It might happen, but I don't think it's likely.
Yeah, no, I agree. Originally, I thought Bomber would make it to the final. I thought it would be Bomber versus Innovation, but
Yeah.
Mario with the 4-0 Innovation, really cool. Anything else happened Korea related last night in the recent nights?
There was some. I mean, there was some WCS Korea Challenger matches and
Yeah,
stuff, but you
okay.
guys can catch up on those if you
Yep.
want.
Yep.
So the hugest games. The Pro League guys. There's gonna be more Pro League guys in than the
Yes.
season before, which has been a trend consistently. The Pro League players have been taking up more and more spots pretty much every season as they're filtering through those very, very difficult Code B qualifiers for the Challenger League and then getting through the Challenger League as well.
Now, something I do want to talk about is WCS America happened
Yes.
last night, and it's actually starting up again in
2 hours.
2 hours, so you can tune into that. They're currently doing Challenger League.
The first
and-
round.
Yes. Yeah, first round of Challenger League. They had 4 matches yesterday.
3. Well,
4? Didn't they have 4?
there was a forfeit, wasn't there?
Yeah, there's Buell 2-0'd Major. Buell 2-0'd Major. We had Huang Sin. Oh, I guess it was a walkover. with
Yep.
Sound?
Sound declined his spot for I think personal reasons. He said he was.
Okay,
he
so yeah, it
busy.
was 3.
Yeah.
Apocalypse, the 2 over center. And I think this is the biggest one. And Nick, you know the whole story behind this. Puck with the 2-1 over Hyun. Can you give some backstory on the rivalry between these two guys?
Well, so Hyun was one of the first players. Originally, when they first started the WCS season, both Hyun and Hyun and Tasia, excuse me. Hyun and Tasia were 2 players who they were actually in the WCS Premier League. Although I think one of them requalified, the other one didn't. But they were basically in the top 32 players in the system. Like they might have lost around 13, around 16, but whatever it was.
Right.
And they decided to give up their WCS Korea spot
Yep.
to move over to WCS America, where they thought the pickings would be easy. And then Tasia, of course, qualifies for WCS America, goes on to
And this is a period where all the American players are seeing this, and they're
Yeah.
like putting pictures on Twitter, USA, like Theognis did that.
Yep.
And there's like this whole patriotic feel.
Well, this is a little bit before. This is
Sure.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, it's close enough. But
Yeah.
anyway, go on.
So Tasia goes on to the qualifiers without a problem. Hyun tries to qualify. He runs into Puck in the winner bracket, and he gets crushed.
Yeah.
And this is for the qualifying for the Challenger League. This isn't the Challenge. This is qualifying to get into Challenger League. Puck takes down Hyun. And then Hyun actually ends up losing his stage in the lower bracket of the qualification. Didn't even make it through.
Yep.
Season 2, he did make it through. But first round, who does he run into? He runs into Puck. And then Puck says, "Ye shall not pass."
You shall not pass.
And takes him out again.
And this is a winnable group for Puck. He plays the winner of Neve and Drunken Boy.
Yeah, I would say he's probably the favorite versus
But then, of
either,
course, whoever
but-
drops down from the round of 16 premiere
Yes,
will be
yes.
might be a toughie. And that's not decided until obviously the round of 16 happens.
Which I think is next,
Next
week.
week?
I think it starts next Monday. So a week
next
week
Monday.
from yesterday.
Cool.
I think is when it starts.
All right. Awesome. So that's WCS Korea. That's WCS America. Europe, I'm not sure where are they standing right now. Do we know? I
They-
just haven't seen them on Team Liquid at all.
yeah, they're on a week break right now.
Right.
They finished the round of 32, I believe. They haven't started the round of 16 quite yet. That'll probably start same time America's does, I imagine.
You think it'll be the same week? Yeah, that makes
Probably.
sense.
They usually tend to do everything at the same time to
Yep.
keep it all synced up.
Yep. Also, some stuff that's coming up to look out for besides next week. Proleague Grand Finals are this Friday.
Yes, at 2 a.m. Eastern Time, 11
2
p.m.
a.m.
Pacific Time. The Grand Finals of Pro League between STX and Woojin Stars. And what cool thing about these two teams is this is the first pure StarCraft 2 Pro League.
Right.
Both STX and Woojin Stars were not teams anyone would have expected would be in the finals in the Brood War Pro League.
Oh, right.
They were not the top. You're talking about SKT, KT, maybe Hwasong Oz before they disbanded.
Yep.
Those are teams you're looking at in Brood War to be like the big favorites. There's always SKT1 was always considered like the Yankees, and then KT was like Flash just kills everyone, so that kind of worked out for them too. Along with, of course, they had some other great players. Stats was really good at the end. Anyways, so it's cool to see new teams. And what's
Woojin Stars is like, it's been just destroying. I mean, they were the first seed, right? So they haven't played in the playoffs yet.
That's right. They haven't played yet.
Because the way it works is
STX was actually one of the lowest seeds. They went all the way through the whole bracket. They went 2-0 versus SKT and then 2-0 as well versus KT Rolster.
So that's gonna be awesome. That's if you're a casual StarCraft player or maybe you watch a lot of this is one you stay up for because this is gonna be the highest level of play.
And you know what's really cool about the lineups too?
Yeah.
So sometimes when lineups work, it's more predictable. Like it's Flash versus one team's worst player, and then it's STX and it's Innovation versus like KT's worst player. This one, both teams' two best players are squared off against each other in the lineups. So we've got Sulky versus Innovation, I think, in the second match of the match. And the third match is SOS. SOS and Sulky are the two strongest players from Woojin Stars. SOS fighting against Deer, and Deer is definitely the second best player in STX. So it's a really, really cool lineups there. It's hard to predict exactly the way it's going to go. I would favor Woojin
So hold on.
Stars.
So this is just it's only one match.
Yep.
Are they all best of threes?
It's all best of ones.
All best of ones in one match.
I think. Also, best of ones. The eighth match is, I think, it's still best of one as well.
Okay.
Some of the earlier pro leagues, they sometimes did this weird thing where the ace match is best of 3 into playoffs, but they haven't done that yet. So
yeah.
I imagine it's still best of 1.
Wow. So this is going to be awesome. We got a PBT and a TVZ, PvP, PBZ, PBZ, PvP. So pretty much every matchup out there, and of course Innovation, one of the best Terrans, playing against Sulky on Whirlwind. That should be good as well. It's Friday.
And SOS versus Deer. If you love PvP. Those are two of probably the best, like 4 or 5 Protoss in the world.
Yeah.
Both those guys, they're two of the top, I think, 3 or 4 in the Pro League stats. SOS Deer along with Rain.
Yep.
Flying is also very good.
He's playing Classic. Classic switched from Terran to Pro.
He did. He used to be Terran. I would favor Flying in that matchup. That's the matchup I think.
Yeah.
I would. Honestly, I feel like I would pick Woojin Stars in most of those matchups.
We'll see. Should be good. Starts Friday. And guys, to kind of wrap things up here, we have a special guest on the line. We have Puck. Puck, thank you for your patience. Can you hear me, good sir?
Kind of.
Yes, that's kind of is better than not at all, in my opinion. Let me turn the mic so it's closer, so it's.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
Cool. So, Puck, first of all, congrats on your WCS America victory over Hyun.
Thank you.
Can you talk a little bit about your history with Hyun and why you always seem to be able to take him out, kind of a thing?
Well, I've met Hyun quite a few times recently in events, first being the qualifier to the Challenger League. And, like, every game I played him, he does the same thing. Like, he'll go Roach Hydra. So, like, going into the matches for my matches yesterday for WCS, I felt extremely confident because I'm very good against the style that he does anyways. And I have 5-3 record versus him right now, so.
Wow. 5-3. That's like, I don't think, like Hyun just won DreamHack.
Yes.
Like, putting that into perspective a little.
One thing I want to ask is, what makes you so good against that Roach Hydra style that Hyun likes to use?
Well, I usually don't tech too high. So, like, what a lot of players like to do when they go Roach Hydra is go to fast Vipers. But since I don't make any high tech, Vipers don't really do that much because I can just skip engagements, dodge with force field, just go back a little, make them waste all their Viper energy, and they have this huge investment into nothing. So they just have to, like, stay on Roach Hydra.
But when they make some Vipers, does it get a little bit more challenging, kind of a thing? Or what's your whole standpoint on that?
Awesome, thank you.
I have no problems with Vipers because Templar hard counter them pretty easily, and you just don't have to fight against Vipers. You can just keep running away.
Fair enough, fair enough.
And just wait until the Binding Cloud disappears.
So, were you nervous at all going into that match against Hyun?
Not any more than I was versus any other player. I mean, I'm always nervous versus everyone, but like, I guess versus Hyun, I was a little more confident than I normally would be. Per se, like if I was to play Jaedong again.
Right. Fair enough. I mean, I after like when you were in that third game and after you won, obviously you're in the root house right now with all your teammates. Were they kind of watching? Were they watching as you were playing? Did they know when you won? What kind of happens once that final GG goes down and you beat Hyun 2-1? Was it a big deal at all?
Well, kind of yelled.
Yeah.
I was pretty happy.
That's awesome.
And then everyone just congratulated me. Drewby came up. I wasn't looking at him, but he like came up right next to me, like stared at my face for like a minute, and I looked over and was like freaking out. I'm like, what the?
Dude, that's amazing. Like, how awesome is it having that camaraderie around you, being in the root team house, and not only obviously taking fuel from just practicing stuff like that. Obviously, you're more motivated based on that, but that feeling when you win, you have people you can really share it with.
I'm having a hard time hearing you again.
Uh-oh. Can you hear me, Puck?
I can hear you better now.
Maybe we should move that thing a little bit higher. Okay, so it should be a lot better now.
Yeah.
How is the team house environment for you as far like that feeling of when you win, there's literally people there that really understand what you just did and you're able to really share it with them. How thankful are you for that?
It's nice, I guess. I don't know. I'm a person that likes to do things on my own, but it's nice to have support around you always.
Good to hear.
And then
Now,
cheer you on. So
you're playing the winner of Neeb versus Drunken Boy. How much thought are you putting into that, and I guess how confident are you against either one of them? Who would you rather face, perhaps?
probably Neeb. Drunken Boy is a little more cheesy,
Right.
but I'm pretty confident against both of them. So I shouldn't have anything to worry about.
Well, Puck, I wish you the best of luck moving forward in WCS America. Nick, do you have anything else you wanted to ask?
I think you got it all.
Awesome. And once again, congratulations for your 2-1 victory over Hyun. 5-3 total record, not too shabby. But Puck, congratulations moving forward in WCS America, and I wish you all the success.
Thank you.
See you, man. Have a good day. All right, guys, that was Root Puck, a.k.a. Brandon Quall. Just beat Hyun yesterday. So cool. What would you do if you beat Hyun?
I would go out and get a nice dinner, a nice bottle of whiskey, and congratulate myself that way.
Super sick. Look out for Puck in WCS America, and again, that's going to be starting up again, I think today, in actually an hour and a half. Puck's not going to be playing.
Hour and 45 minutes, yeah.
But it's going to be Challenger League. So guys, that's going to wrap it up for today, for the stream. It's been a lot of fun. Nick, any closing words?
This day was a little bit of a shorter day, but going forward, we'll be doing probably this type of content pretty much every day. Days is WCS. Before that, maybe 1 to 6, 2 to 6, somewhere in that zone.
Yep.
And then Fridays, you might try to do it a little bit later. So stay tuned for that. And any ideas that you want to do for these things, you think other people don't watch, any cool show ideas, go ahead and you can tweet them to me and Axeltoss at Axslav and at Axeltoss.
Yeah, all feedback is appreciated. Of course, we're trying new stuff all the time because I think there's a lot of awesome stuff we could potentially do that a lot of people aren't doing that people would potentially enjoy. So guys, that's going to wrap it up for today. See you tomorrow as MLG. Actually, I'm going to make a little announcement. Thursday, Team Root has agreed to actually come on stream and do some stuff with us. So whether it be 1v1 obs with all the Root guys, whether it be team games with Root, whether it be, whatever. Again, whatever you guys want, Root is on board for Thursday, maybe a practice session where they play against each other and we all just have a good time, commentate, and enjoy it. That's coming up on Thursday, so you have that to look forward to. Specific time, not entirely sure yet. It'll probably be early afternoon, 3 p.m. is probably
3
what
to
we're
6
looking
or
at.
something?
Yeah, something like that. So definitely tune into that. And of course, tomorrow we're going to have stuff going on as well. Guys, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.